Yes, Mataji. Just a minute. Jaydev Goswami Mataji, na?
Yes, yes.
Mataji,
Dashavatara Stotram.
yeah,
Prabhuji,
we can sing
Dashavatara.
the Shavtar Mataji.
Yes, yes.
Yes, Mataji. We can sing the Shavtar Stotram because
Yes, yes.
we are actually taking the same Dashavtar Stotram with the children of Nagpur. So we have been given the service of taking children classes in the ISKCON temple at Nagpur for all the children, and it is being attended by around 50 to 60 children. So we have just started the Shavtar Stotra. So we can start the same Stotra today.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Mataji, Mataji, I'm going to share the link. एक मिनट है Mataji. Yes. So I have put the link on our group. You can find it in the Vaishnav song book as well. It's a very famous bhajan, written by Jayadev Goswami. So we can sing the bhajan. We can discuss a little bit on that, on the meanings of the bhajan, and then we can end the class. It is Sri Dashavatara Stotra from the book Gita Govindam, written by Jayadev Goswami. So it goes like this: Pralaya payodhi jale dhritavānasi vedam. प्रलयपयोधि जले धृतवानसि वेदम् विहितवहित्रचरित्रमखेदम् विहितवहित्रचरित्रमखेदम् केशवधृता मीनशरीरा केशवधृता मीनशरीरा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे क्षितिरिह विपुलतरे तिष्ठति तव पृष्ठे क्षितिरिह विपुलतरे तिष्ठति तव पृष्ठे धरणीधारणकेन चक्रगरिष्ठे धरणीधारणकेन चक्रगरिष्ठे केशवधृता कूर्मशरीरा केशवधृता कूर्मशरीरा जय जगदीश हरे हरे जय जगदीश हरे वसति दशन शिखरे धरणी तव लग्ना शशिनि कलंक कलेवनिमग्ना केशवधृता शूकररूपा केशवधृता शूकररूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे तव करकमलवरे नखमद्भुत शृङ्गम् दलितहिरण्यकशिपुतनुभृङ्गम् केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे चलयसि विक्रमणे बलिमद्भुतवामन् पदनखनीरजनित जनपावन् केशवधृता वामनरूपा जय जगदीश हरे क्षत्रियरुधिरमये जगदापगत पापम् स्नपयसि पयसि सशमित भवतापम् केशवधृता भृगुपतिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे वितरसि शूरणे दिक्पतिकमनीयम् दशमुखमौलिबलिं रमणीयम् केशवधृता रामशरीरा जय जगदीश हरे वहसि वपुषि विशदे वसनं जलदाभम् हलिहति भीतिमिलित यमुनाभम् केशवधृता हलधररूपा जय जगदीश हरे निन्दसि यज्ञविधिर्अहह श्रुतिजातम् सदय हृदय दर्शित पशुघातम् केशवधृता बुद्धशरीरा जय जगदीश हरे म्लेच्छ निधने कलयसि करवालम् धूमकेतुम् इव किम् अपि करालम् केशवधृता कल्किशरीरा जय जगदीश हरे श्रीजयदेव कवेरिदम् उदितमुदारम् शृणु सुखदं शुभदं भवसारम् केशवधृता दशविधरूपा जय जगदीश हरे वेदान् उद्धरते जगन्ति वहते भूगोलम् उद्बिभर्ते दैत्यं धारयते बलिं चलयते क्षत्रक्षयं कुर्वते पौलस् पौलस्त्यं जयते हलं कलयते कारुण्यम् आतवन्ते म्लेच्छान् मूर्छयते दशकृति कृते कृष्णाय तुभ्यं नमः. So Hare Krishna. So this was the Dashavatar Stotra. This is the song 1 of Gita Govindam. As we know, Jayadev Goswami is very famous for his for n number of his bhajans. The primary being the bhajans composed within the book of Gita Govindam. And as a practice, Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra at Jagannath Puri, they love to hear all the bhajans, and it has been made a practice to sing all the bhajans during all the times of the day, so that the Lord is happy. And in this, so the first bhajan, we see that it is the first bhajan of Gita Govindam, and it is very required, and it's very apt. It has been kept as song 1 because here the song 1, it establishes that Krishna is the supreme and Vishnu is the official form of Krishna. So I have been explaining this to the kids over here, that I gave them a simple example that when your father goes to the office, he doesn't wear the clothes that he wears in at home, and neither does he behave in a similar way that he does at home, because at home the parents and all of us are very very free. We can be informal, we can have loving exchanges with the daughter, with the son, but the same thing cannot be done at office. It can be done, but up to a certain extent. So this is the only difference between Vishnu, Narayana, and Krishna. There is no other difference. It is just the dress that he wears as an official to officiate over certain parts of the life. So the universe has to be created by Mahavishnu, and there is the roop of Padmanabha Swami where Brahma appears. So all of that thing can also be done by Krishna. So Krishna, it's not like it is something which Krishna can't do. It can be done, but he doesn't want to do. For that, he has a separate incarnation. So that is the incarnation, or that is the appearance of him as Vishnu. So when I asked this question to the kids, that why do you think that Krishna is the supreme? One of the kids was very smart enough to point out that in all the lines it is written Keshava Dhrita Meena Sharira, Keshava Dhrita Kurma Sharira. So it is Keshava. So Keshava here, it stands for the one who has defeated the demon Keshi. And we know that in all of the pastimes, as Krishna or other avatars, it only in the form of Krishna, Lord has killed the demon Keshi. So, as we know, the 10 avatars are Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Narsimha, Vamana, Parshurama, Rama, Balrama, Buddha, Kalki. So, we can just have a small revision of what all happened in all of these avatars. So, as we know, in the Matsya avatar, Brahma, once he was like the moment he created the universe, he had Manus. So, in the life of Vaibhasvat Manu, there was one pralaya. So this pralaya, in that pralaya, Lord appeared as as the Matsya avatar to help Manu, the Vaibhasvat Manu, or also known as Shraddhadev Manu or Satyavrata Manu, to cross over the waters of the of this divulge of pralaya. Along with that, in that avatar, Lord killed the demon Hayagriv. In Bhagavatam, there are two Hayagriv. One is the incarnation of the Lord as the horse-headed Lord Hayagriv, who gives the Vedas to Brahma, and there is the Hayagriv, demon Hayagriv, who steals the Vedas from Brahma. So here in this avatar, the Hayagriv demon, he stole all the Vedas, because Vedas are important for Brahma to start the universe, because all the knowledge is there in that book. So he gives the book to the Saptarishi. He gives, that is the instruction manual. So he gives all of them to the Manu, to the Saptarishi, and to the demigod, so that they can do their duties. So Hayagriv, because he wanted to win over the demigods, he thought that if the book is stolen, then he could very easily defeat the demigods. So he stole the books, and the Lord appeared as Matsya. And so when Vaivasvat Manu was doing his sandhya, he took the water in his palm, in both of his palms, to offer it to the sun god. And in that palm was a very small fish, and this fish was pleading that, "O king, as you are the king, it is your duty to protect everyone who has take your sharana. So I am here as a fish, small fish. I take your sharan, and I want that you protect me against the larger fishes which are there in this ocean." So the king, obviously, doing his duties as Manu. Manu is the one who has to do his duties. That is why we are called as Manavas. So the Manu took the fish to his home. He kept it in a small fish tank kind of a thing, and the fish grew overnight. So the next day when he woke up, he saw that the fish was barely able to fit into the tank. The next day he took it to a small pond. Again, the next day the fish grew in size. That pond was feeling small for the fish. He took it to the river. The river went small, and then finally he took the fish to the ocean, and where the Lord took his the true largest form of Matsya. And there he told Manu that you have got 7 days, and within the 7 days there will be the waters of destruction. The devastation waters will arise, and within these 7 days you have to arrange a very large boat, and you have to pick up a pair of each and every species, a male and a female. And the boat should be large enough to accommodate all these pairs of these species. Along with that, you also have to take on board the Saptarishis and your family along with it, so that once the waters of devastation arise, you'll be able to sail over these waters. So, as rightly said by the Lord, within the 7 days, the it started to rain profusely, and all the rivers and all the oceans were coming up. And finally, within these 7 days, the Lord went deep within the ocean, killed the demon Hayagriv, who was in the form of a conch shell. He killed the demon, and finally he freed the Vedas from the demon. And when the oceans were finally full, and the ship and the small ship was sailing over these oceans, there happened to be a point of time where the ship was under huge distress, because the waves were like as large as tsunamis. So the so the Manu called out to the Lord, and Lord appeared in his golden fish form. And finally, with the help of Vasuki, he threw the end of Vasuki towards Lord, and the Lord sailed them through the waters of devastation. So it's a very beautiful incarnation. The next one is Kurma Sharira, and again here the Lord is favoring the demigods. It is a continuous story everywhere. So the Lord is favoring demigods, and this is what I have given as homework to the kids here in Nagpur. That why you have to find out the reason why the Lord always favors demigods. So the answer over here is that the Lord favors no one. He favors the one who keeps dharma. And in Gita, we have seen in Gita that Lord is free from dualities. So he doesn't know what is good, what is bad. So for him, there is no duality. The duality that we see in this material world is because of our eyes, and that was what I planned to sing today. Kabe hobe bolo Sayyidina Amar. So you can do it someday next time. So in this avatar, the demigods and the demons, they were trying to find amrita, and they decided to churn the ocean. And for churning the ocean, they require a churning rod and a churning base. So the churning rod was Mandar Parvat, and again the churning rope was Vasuki. But because the mountain was very big, the mountain started going here and there, and it was not the demons and the demigods were not able to balance it at one single point. So here the Lord appeared as Kurma, that is the tortoise, and with a large back, he supported the Mandar Parvat. And again, the Lord appeared simultaneously on top of Mandar Parvat. So the Lord was present at the bottom and at on the top, and from there he put his weight down so that the rod doesn't go anywhere. So the Mandar Parvat doesn't fall here and there. And by doing this, they were able to churn the ocean, and we know that several things came out of the ocean, and several things were taken by several other demigods and all those things. But Lakshmi came out, and Vishnu took Lakshmi as his consort. And also we see that Halahal came out, and here Lord Shiva, very gracefully, being the topmost Vaishnava, he took that. He said that it is mine. I will handle that. So while the ocean was being churned and the Mandara Parvat was grinding over the shell of the tortoise avatar, there was an imprint. So in this, very beautifully, Jaydev Goswami is able to visualize Kurma avatar, because we must have seen some photographs, we must have seen some serials, but at that point of time when Jaydev Goswami was writing, there was no like public mass media, there was no printed media. So he had to visualize, and Lord gave him the vision. We are seeing that how beautifully um, he is explaining the form of Lord. That, oh Lord, Lord of the universe, oh Lord Hari, you have assumed the form of tortoise. He is speaking in present tense. He has not written that you had assumed. You have assumed the form of tortoise. So it is happening in front of his eyes. All glories to you. In this incarnation as a great tortoise, the great Mandar Parvat rests upon you. It is not rested upon you, rests upon your gigantic back as a pivot for churning the ocean milk. For holding up the huge mountain, a large scar like depression is put on your back, which has become most glorious. Because that rod is grinding over the back of the Lord's shell has got some imprints, and he is writing everything in present tense. Then the next verse, in the case of the next avatar is Shukara Rupa, that is in the Lord of form of a boar, the Varaha Swami Rupa. So in this, we see that two demon brothers were gaining popularity, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, and we were just discussing this within our friends circle, that what is Hiranyakashipu, who is Hiranyakashipu, and who is Hiranyaksha. That the mindset of Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. So the mindset is very, very, very simple. Those who just want to lord over the material universe, the material existence, they become Hiranyakashipu and Hiranyaksha. So in this material world, we all have got Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu in our within ourselves. So Hiranyaksha basically means the one whose eyes are only on gold, that is Lakshmi. So we have been seeing this in Bhakti Vaibhav classes, where Mataji has been very wonderfully explaining that Parikshit Maharaj, he gave four places for Kali and a fifth place, that is gold. Now, what is that gold? Because we see that even in Vedic weddings and even in our ISKCON weddings, there is exchange of gold. The bride has to wear gold. The Mangal Sutra is made of gold. So does the Kali rest in that gold? No. So Prabhupada in that commentary he writes very clearly that the gold which is used or which has been procured by wrong activities, or which creates a rift, or which creates a what do you say, a break between two people, that gold is the place where Kali resides. So here, the demon Hiranyaksha, his eyes were only on how to acquire wealth, how to acquire gold, so that he can lord over the material universe. And he created so much furor that he hid Mother Earth. Just by looking at his activities, Mother Earth hid within the ocean, and the Lord had to appear as Varaha Swami, and he retrieved Mother Earth on top of his tusks, and he starts fighting with Hiranyaksha. So while he is fighting Hiranyaksha, what happens is that he is exchanging a few blows here and there, because see, for Lord, vanquishing a demon is like he doesn't have to even blink. The demon is already vanquished. But Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, although in their form as Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, they were lording over material universe, we know that they are Jaya Vijaya. And they had been given the curse by the four Kumaras, and the Lord reduced the curse by giving them three incarnations as demon brothers. So, because the Lord wanted to enjoy Veeraras, he wanted to enjoy that fighting pastime. He allowed Hiranyaksha to have little bit of, like, what do you say, kushti, which wrestling, and all the demigods were getting worried. Even here, even in the Bhagavatam, we see that Brahmaji is praying to the Lord that, oh Lord, the night is about to fall, and the moment night falls, the Asuric Shakti, the powers of ignorance rise. So the tamas rises, and if tamas rises, the demon will become stronger. So, oh Lord, please kill. So the Lord kills him the moment it is somewhere near the evening, and when he kills, he just uses his gada, and he starts hitting Hiranyaksha black and blue everywhere. So it's a very wonderful pastime. Varaha Swami, and the importance of Varaha Swami is seen whenever we have some installation of a temple or building of a temple, because Varaha Swami, the consort of Varaha Swami is Bhudevi. So if we are utilizing Bhudevi, we have to first pray to Varaha Swami, get his permission, because it is Mother Earth and he is the father. So we cannot exploit the mother. The father will get angry. So Varaha Swami is seen as the father as the father of the entire material creation. He is the one who has Bhudevi on his lap, and that is why whenever we are installing a new temple or we are doing some Bhu Puja, we have to do a puja of Varaha Swami. Next is the wonderful avatar of Narsimha, and here we see that how Narsimha appeared out of a very he is called as the one who is born out of a pillar. I'm not forgetting the Sanskrit name. So Ja stands for, we know the word Pankaja and Neeraja. The flower which grows out of water. Pankaja, Ja means Janma. So here it is called as in one of the praises or one of the names of Narsimha, he is called as the one who is born out of a pillar. And we see that um, to just because his devotee Prahlad said that there is Lord in the pillar, he came out of a place which is known for being a non-living being. So the pillar became the parent, the mother of Narsimha. And very small. This is a very small anecdote. I have heard this in Maharaja's lecture, that in all these skandhas, in all the volumes of the Srimad Bhagavatam, the the incarnation of Narsimha and the glories of Prahlad are right at the middle. So at the middle, and the entire Bhagavatam is compared to the body of the Lord. So Padau Yadi Yau Prathama Dvitiya, the very famous shloka, it says that the middle part of the body, and even in our bodies, we know that the middle part is the heart. So very, very wonderfully, Vyasadeva has kept the Prahlad Charitra at the middle because it is loved by the Lord. Lord loves Prahlad like none other devotee. And here we see that when asked, so if we are asked who is the most glorious, we will say it is our Guru Maharaj, we will say it is Prabhupada. So we always praise our Guru, but in the case of Prahlad, the Guru is praising the Shishya, saying that, oh, no, 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 I am not great, my Shishya is greater than me. Because Narad Muni, when asked that who is the Mahajan, he starts with the word Prahlad. So he for Narad Muni, there is no other devotee than Prahlad. And Prahlad Charitra, the moment we learn Prahlad Charitra and we start loving that pastime and we try to follow his footsteps, we can be rest assured that whatever has been given as the instructions in Bhagavad Gita, that how to be in a human life, it will be easily followed because he has followed those instructions and much more than that. There was no reason for him to follow. He was very well situated. He was a son of a king, a king who had everything in this material world. He had won over all the 14 planetary systems. But yet, just because he had inclination towards Lord, like unflinching, unalloyed inclination, he was able to vanquish such large armies of demons very easily. He didn't have to do anything. Just praise the Lord, just preach about the Lord, and the famous shloka Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam Marchanam Mandanam Dasyam Sakhyam Atmani Devedanam Iti Pumsar Pitam Vishnu Bhaktische Navalakshana. That yeah, tell me the verse. Full verse bolo. Etadhyo bhakti shraddha tadmanye pritam uttamam. So that famous shloka has been given by Prahlad Maharaj. So we have to follow the footsteps of such great devotees, Prahlad, Dhruva. So the next famous avatar is the avatar of Vamanadev, and here starts from here onwards starts the avatar where the Lord appears something like a human. So Vamana is a dwarf, and here even in this avatar, Lord Vamana has come to what do you say, to give mercy to the family member of Prahlada. So the grandson of Prahlada is Bali Maharaj, and Bali Maharaj has been given the mercy of Lord. The Lord appears as Vamana, asks for 3 steps of land, and the king is astonished. He feels that the Lord is mocking him. He didn't knew that it is the Lord until his guru Shukracharya informed him that it is the Lord. But he felt that the small kid is mocking him because he said that, oh, you are a small kid, not more than 3 feet in height, and we know that whatever our height is, our one pace length would not be more than our height. So if we take one step, if I am say 5'8", if I take one step, I cannot put a step 5 foot 8 inches ahead of me, so it will be around one meter or so. So the king felt that I have won over the entire material universe. I have got Indra on my beck and call, and you are a kid. You are asking me for just 3 feet of land, just 3 paces of land. So the kid said, so the Lord said that yes, I want that. If you can give me, let's do the exchange of vows. And if you don't want to give me, I'll just go. So the king felt that the kid is mocking him even more. So he became very furious. He said, you take your kamandalu, you do the achman, and I will give you the 3 pieces of land. And Shukracharya came running, saying that, oh, Bali, don't do this. This is the Lord. This is Vishnu. He said, even if it is Vishnu, even if he's here to kill me, it is for my benefit because my grandfather has been given the moksha. Like he has been given the highest of everything by Narsimha, who is also Vishnu. So Shukracharya enters into the spout of the Kamandalu in the form of a bee, and the Lord takes a small bit of grass and just tries to unplug that spout. And in doing so, he plugs the eye of Shukracharya, making him blind in one eye. And then famously we see that the Lord then takes the roop of the entire gigantic roop of Vamana. It is called as Trivikrama because he in just three paces, it's just 3 steps, he won the entire material universe. And in doing so, he ruptured the sky, the cosmic sky, and from there Ganga came. and the Ganga washes the feet of the Lord, and from there it goes on to the head of Lord Shiva. So it's a very, very beautiful. When we see, when we try to connect each and every avatar, it's very beautiful. And in Vamana avatar, the sister of Vamana, when upon seeing the form of the Lord as a small Vaman, small Brahmana baby, she has maternal affection towards that form, and in her mind, she prays to the Lord, saying that, "Oh Lord, I need the opportunity to feed you. So I want to breastfeed you." So the Lord, knowing, being the Paramatma in everyone's heart, he knows that, and he says, "Tathastu." But not over here. You will come when I come when I come in my true form. You will come over there. So in Vamana avatar, we have seen. The next is Bhrigupati, the famous Parashuram avatar. So in the Bhrigupati avatar, the Lord kills the demonic Kshatriyas. We have to understand, it is not just Kshatriyas. Kshatriyas are very much required. The Varnashrama is very much required. The good Kshatriyas are required, but the demonic Kshatriyas are not required. And we see that in the entire life cycle of a universe, we see that each and every Varna becomes corrupted once or twice, and the Lord comes to vanquish over those demonic people. So in the form of Bhragupati, the Lord came and he killed the Kshatriyas. Jaydev Goswami is writing at Kurukshetra. You you have bathed the earth in the rivers of the bloods from the body of the demonic Kshatriyas that you have slain. 21 times he killed all the demonic Kshatriyas. The sins of the world are washed away by you, and because of you, people are relieved from the blazing fire of material existence. So this was Sahasrabahu who had challenged, who had wrongly killed his father, and to avenge his father's death, he started killing over the Kshatriyas. And we also see that at the end he gave everything away. So Lord is Shad Aishwarya. He has all the six opulences, and one of them is Tyaga, Parityaga, Sannyasa. So having won over this material universe, Parshuram easily gave it away to his guru. When once the guru asked that you have to give all that you have won to me, so he directly gave it away. So now he asked his guru that, where should I stay? Tell me, where should I stay? So the guru said that you can create a piece of land, and this is where we see that Parshuram famously threw his axe into the ocean, pulled out a piece of land, and that became the Parshuram Kshetra, the very, very wonderful Kshetra of Parshuram Kshetra, starting from this Gokarna and ending near Kasargod. So if you, even from the point of view of geology or geography or topography, if you see that land, the piece of land, it is different from the pieces of land just near to it or above it or below it. We have seen this, that whenever we travel through that forests, through the roads of the Parushuram Kshetra, the feeling that we get is very, very divine. So there are such kshetras over here. Parashuram Kshetra is there, Shri Kshetra is there, there is Jagannath Puri Kshetra. So all these kshetras are very, very, very powerful. Then in the next, the Lord famously came as Rama. So as Ramachandra, he came, he assumed the form of Ramachandra and killed the demon Ravana. Just a minute. So as Ramachandra, he came and he killed the demon, the ten-headed demon Ravana, and he freed the entire world from the demonic tendencies that were arising, and he also became the king of Ayodhya. And it's a very wonderful avatar. So one 10 minutes is very small to explain Ramachandra's avatar, because I have a special inclination towards Ramachandra. So sometime near Ram Navami, we can think of taking one entire week of Ramachandra's of pastimes. Then in the next here, which is very beautiful, Jaydev Goswami is saying that you came as Balram, because Krishna cannot come as Krishna. Krishna comes himself, and he expanded into Balaram. So the Adi Guru Balram, and as Balram, it is written over here that you assumed the form of Balram, and you had the plow as your weapon, and the Balram's body is the body lustre is given over here. Vahasi vapushi vishade vashanam jaladhabam halahati bhiti milita yamunabham. So your body is as white as cloud. That's a fresh cloud. So you are brilliantly white, your garments are brilliantly blue. So it feels like the cloud is putting down rain. So we see that something around rain is always there with Krishna and Balram. So one is a white cloud, one is the dark cloud, one has blue color garments like rain, and other one has got the yellow color garment as the sun. So these garments are colored like the dark hue of river Yamuna, and you feel great. Who feels great fear due to the striking of your plowshare? So once when he was insulted by the Kauravas, he decided to drown the entire Hastinapur. So he put his plow down and ripped open the earth, and this caused Hastinapur to get completely flooded. So in the next, the Lord came as Buddha. Now, till this, we have seen Satya, Krita, Treta, and Dwapara. So we have seen the three yugas. Now, from this yuga onwards, this is the avatar where it comes in the Kali Yuga. So in Kali Yuga, we see that the Vedic traditions they have gone for a toss, and people are not following the Vedas anymore. The true purports and imports of the Veda are not being followed, and they are doing the sacrifices of animals just for the pleasure of their tongue. And the Lord is the Lord of even animals. We see that the Lord is not the Lord of only humans or Devi Devatas. He is the Lord of everyone. He is Jagannatha. And in this Jagata, there are also animals, and the animals are pleading. So the Lord had to appear as Buddha, and as Buddha, he negated his own teachings, because in the Matsya avatar we have seen that Lord has given Vedas to Brahma. So when Brahma appears, all he hears is tapa tapa tapa. And when he starts meditating upon the flute of Krishna, as famously written in Brahma Samhita by Brahma himself, he is given the knowledge of Vedas. So now Lord is refuting the Vedic rituals, the Vedas, just because they are being utilized. They are being misutilized for the only point of animal slaughter and for exploiting other humans. So here Buddha appears, and he becomes very, very, very morose upon seeing the people misutilizing the Vedas. And finally, he starts negating the Vedas, giving rise to the Buddhic, the Baudd tradition. And then other demigods they appear. Shiva appears as Shankara, negating the teachings of Buddha because Vedic rituals are important. Then we see, so he establishes Mayavad. Then comes Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, Nimbarkacharya, Vishnu Swami, and by this we have got the what do you say, the opportunity to be in one of the some four sampradayas. And lastly, the Lord will come. So we say that the Lord will come as Kalki, but here Jayadeva Goswami very wonderfully writes, "O Keshava, O Lord of the universe, O Lord Hari, you have assumed the form of Kalki." So it is happening for him in his front of his eyes. The Lord has appeared as form of Kalki, and in this is a very beautiful verse. The word it is Dhumaketu. So in that it is written, Mlecha nivaha nidhane kalayasi karavalam dhumaketum ivakim api karalam. So it is written that you are going to come as Kalki, and you are going to come and annihilate the wicked barbarian men, Mlechas. They're going to be Mlechas in the end of Kali Yuga. People not more than 3 feet in height, no water, no Vedic rituals, no cleanliness. People always being at the throat of each other and trying to kill each other. So the Lord will come to save the devotees. There will be devotees even then, because Lord appears. The purpose of Lord's appearance has been said by Krishna. So dharma in what's the verse? Um, Gunu kosa Sambhavami yuge yuge. Forgot the verse.
परित्राणाय साधूनां
Paritranaya sadhunam.
विनाशाय.
Yes. So Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya dushkutam. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much. So Paritranaya sadhunam. The first and foremost reason for coming is not vinashaya satrutam. He comes to save his sadhus, for his devotees. So if the Lord is going to appear as Kalki, he is going to fulfill these two things. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya dushkutam. Dharma sansthapanarthaya. He's going to establish dharma as well. Sambhavama yuge yuge. So, if the Lord appears to save sadhus, we know that the end of Kali Yuga, there will be sadhus again. There will be some sadhus, and for them the Lord will appear. And that is why we have to, by reading this 10th shloka, it has to send chills down our spine. हमको डर लगना चाहिए. डर इसलिए लगना चाहिए because हमें मौका मिला है to be in the golden period of Kali Yuga. And we see nowadays, just see the news and just see what is happening parallelly. Like Jumur told me that yesterday some band Coldplay had come to Navi Mumbai and they were playing, and people had gone, millions of people had gone to see that play. Whereas these musicians, they went to Gopinath to take darshan of Radha Gopinath. So this is something like Satyuga. It's not going to happen again. This time is not going to come again. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come and given us that opportunity to be in this Satya Yuga kind of period within the Kali Yuga. It's a small pocket, and Prabhupada says this is going to stay for the first 10,000 years. So within this 10,000 years, we have to be very, very, very smart to not come back over here, because yeah, some of us could be given the service of being the sadhu at the end of Kali Yuga, which devotees will not be sorry to have, because whatever the Lord wants, we are able to do it. So he will come, and he will come as a comet. You will appear like a comet. So as a comet in the sky, he will come, and he will carry a terrifying sword and bring about the annihilation of the wicked barbarian men at the end of Kali Yuga. So in the next two verses, the Lord is being praised by Jadev Goswami. O Lord, O Keshava, O Lord of Universe, the 11th verse, you have assumed these 10 different incarnations. These are 10 of the 24 main incarnations that we have studied in Bhagavatam. O glories to you. O readers, please hear this hymn of the poet Jayadev, which is most excellent, an awarder of happiness, a bestower of auspiciousness, and is the best thing in this dark world. So here he is writing that in this dark world, it will give you some happiness. And yes, we feel happy when we revisit all the incarnations and all the small small details that the Lord does in all these 10 incarnations. We feel very extremely happy. Then lastly, he is praising the Lord as Krishna Tubhyam Namaha. So here, O Krishna, I offer my obeisances up to you. You appear in the form of these 10 incarnations. It's not he is writing, O Narayana, O Vishnu, O Krishna. You have appeared in these 10 incarnations. In the form of Matsya, you rescue the Vedas. As Kurma, you bear Mandara. As Varaha, you lift the earth. In the form of Narsimha, you tear open the chest of Hiranyakashipu. In the form of Vamana, you trick the Daitya king Bali by asking him only three pieces of land. And then you take the whole universe from him by expanding your three steps. As Parshuram, you slay all the wicked Kshatriyas. As Ramachandra, you conquer the Rakshasa Ravan. In the form of Balram, you carry a plow with which you subdue the wicked and draw towards you the river Yamuna. As Lord Buddha, you have shown compassion towards all living beings suffering in this world. And at the end of Kali Yuga, you appear as Kalki to bewilder the Mlechas, degraded low class men. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Jaydev Goswami ki jai, Radha Govind ki jai, Jai Jagannath, Jai Baldev, Jai Subhadra. Hare Krishna. Gauritai ki jai. So Mataji, we can end the class. I'm really very sorry that I have exceeded the time. Vijay Gupta Prabhu had told me to finish by 9 o'clock, but the the verses are so beautiful that it has like we have to discuss some little bit more. So
Thank you, Prabhuji, for wonderful class.
thank you, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Like Jai Goswami ki jai. Thank you,
Yeah, good.
Prabhuji. Then pranam to all.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Mataji.
Prabhuji, for the wonderful.
So Mataji, so all devotees, we can end the class now. Hare Krishna.